What is going on, guys? It's Kevin here with ModMyMods, and it is a lovely Tuesday afternoon. It is actually extremely hot in this office. How hot is it? Well, it is 31.2 degrees Celsius inside of this room. So, needless to say, it's really hot in here. Anyways, welcome to a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful show that we got going on today. We have some good news, some bad news, and some great cheer for everybody here. And hopefully, you guys will have fun on this lovely adventure. So, without further ado, let's get right on into some of the news. So today I was asked by one of our customers, "Hey, where can you get that crazy monitor from Gigabyte, that 2K 165 hertz monster that I actually have at my house?" You can actually not get it right now because, well, you probably weren't fast enough. Pretty much what it comes down to. You have to be really, really quick, and it's the luck of the draw when it comes down to it. According to Newegg, they will have an estimated delivery of June 29th or July 2nd. So sometime next week. Turn that down. So sometime next week, this should still be available, and you'll be able to actually purchase this and then hopefully have it delivered to you within a reasonable amount of time. Mine took, even with expedited shipping, like unbelievable, like 7 days or something like that. But that is beside the point. I need to mute that audio because Joe continues to just blast us right now with messages. Even though I'm in the middle of doing something, that's okay. Either way, you can get this monitor again for under $400, and then I actually got the protection plan, which I think was like $50 or something like that. But well worth it. So again, it's under $400, and you can have it shipped to your door. Again, it will be available hopefully by the second at the latest. However, I have an inquiry out to Oris that hopefully they will let us know when they actually get them back in stock, and then I can let you know when they actually are there, and you can order it, and then maybe you get a little bit of an edge when it comes to being able to order this stuff. But again, love this monitor, fantastic. Play Red Dead Redemption and Wreckfest and Forza 4 and all sorts of fun stuff. It's great. Definitely awesome piece of hardware. So, speaking of hardware, Newegg has some decent, well, I say decent, okay deals when it comes to RAM. So the Ripjaw series has always been notorious for being a perfect budget, middle of the line style type of memory. And these two sticks of 64 gigs, so it's two 32 gig sticks that total 64 gig, with a CAS latency of 18, and the timing that isn't incredible, but it's also not terrible at the same time. Definitely worth the look. You know, again, it's 3600 megahertz RAM, and it's not terrible. It's not the greatest, not the worst, but it's still pretty good, especially for 64 gigs of it. That's not too bad. Not too bad. The other one that I saw was the Trident Z series. Again, CAS latency goes up a little bit, and the timing's not the greatest. But again, it's the super shiny RGB awesome crystal goodness. So if that's what you're looking for, and you want it at a reasonable price and not something over the top, and you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it, which I understand, definitely take a look at that. Also, if you don't have an M.2 yet, $30 will get you a 256, which won't hold Call of Duty anymore, but it'll at least hold your operating system. So, step in the right direction. So, that's it for when it comes to product news and those type of things. Unfortunately, the next bit is sad news. Mixer decided to destroy itself by moving everybody to Facebook Gaming, not telling anybody about it, probably, except for those big head honchos like, you know, Ninja and that type of stuff. Unfortunately, they decided to move everybody to Facebook Gaming, and we're officially partnering with them. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think that was a really good move, and I know that at least 5 of the Mixer streamers that I have talked to are very upset about it. So, hey, good job, Mixer. You pretty much just killed everything that you had going for you, and now everybody's going to go switch back to Twitch. Oops. Shot yourself in the foot with that one, didn't you? Oh well. Moving on. Another thing that I saw that was on PCMR, I just figured I'll give you some of this lovely sound here. Ah. Yeah, yeah, you gotta make sure that it's scraped up real good. That you got it. That's fantastic. Thank you, Pedro. Especially with like a butter knife, even. That's wonderful. If you guys haven't seen this video yet, obviously it is it's just a joke. Although we are poking fun at The Verge and how terrible they are for making computers and that stupid build video that they put together, it was pretty fabulous and pretty awful. But again, Pedro from PCMR, go take a look at his Twitter page. He's got some pretty cool stuff and some always entertaining things to talk about. So definitely fun. And again, this is a joke. Don't do this. Don't do that shit. That's not how it works. The pins are set up in a certain direction, and you're just supposed to drop it in there and then. But hey, you knew that, right? You knew all that. I hope so. Anyways, moving on. What else we got today is that Jacob from EVGA, a good friend of mine, actually posted these awesome, sweet-looking headphones. I thoroughly like them. I kind of want a pair that says ModMyMods. Maybe ModMyMods and then news update. But, obviously these are custom made. Estrio, they're, yeah, Iestrio. I don't know how the hell you actually pronounce the name. But those are the actual headphones, and then they were made by Crucian Gaming, which is just obviously one of their sponsors, or the people that they sponsors, esports sponsors. But they obviously are part of Astro Gaming. Maybe it's Astro Gaming. Again, I don't know. But again, I thought that these were pretty cool looking headphones. I thought that was something incredible to look at, and definitely neat to see. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, hi Maven, hi Travis. Thank you for joining us today. A lot of my friends on Mixer went to Twitch. I know a ton of people are still refusing Twitch and going on YouTube Gaming. Yes, so YouTube Gaming also is another thing that is there. There's another one that I saw that was like DL Link or something like that, which was another one. So, I mean, you do what you can, I guess, when it comes to gaming. But again, streaming for a professional, as a job is kind of not really happening type of thing. I mean, it's not. I can't imagine it's actually really profitable. However, doing it for fun and having a good time in it and having a bunch of people watch you, I would imagine that you'd probably want to go on to Twitch, which is usually the biggest reach. But again, YouTube Gaming, who knows? Maybe they have a little bit of a reach as well. So. Another thing that actually caught my eyes this week was this was actually posted by Bill at MNPC Tech from Sucho Modding, I think is the guy's name, and design. He made this crazy Super Mario Brothers build here. As you can see, this is only one of the many photos that he's got, but just some really, really awesome and creative work there. I would imagine that some of it's 3D printed and put together, and again painted and all that. It looks really, really awesome. I was very surprised. So I went to the tiny URL that again Bill posted and brings you right to his page here, and I was looking at some of the photos, and it's just awesome. The amount of detail that he put into this thing. I mean, from the coins to the mystery boxes to the actual Super Mario Brothers little logo and Player 1 and Player 2, and wow, I didn't actually see that. He has a set of headphones and a mouse to go with it too. That's really, really awesome. So definitely give his page a like and a follow. He's got some pretty cool stuff, and again, this mod is just unbelievable. It looks really, really good, and yeah, obviously 3D printed bomb, and that's awesome. That's so cool. So Again, give him a follow on the Facebook page here. You know, Sucho Modding and Design. He's out of Thailand, and again does some really cool stuff. And again, I've never seen anything like this. It's just unbelievable. So, speaking of unbelievable things, the Hydroris is actually still a giveaway, and you can theoretically win it if you go to the Oris Facebook page, or not the Oris Facebook page, sorry, the Oris Instagram page. It has the link to it, and you can go and obviously look at it and go to the Gleam page and enter in to win and all that type of stuff. This is created by our good friends over at Brain Tech and Smart Southern Solutions and also Oracle Mods. They band together to make this crazy Hydroris little setup here that, again, you could win. Who knows? You know, it's still up for grabs. Anyone is able to potentially win it, and it could be yours. Could sit on your desk as a nice little trinket. But it's not a trinket. It's actually a badass PC. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. The next thing I wanted to show you is that Terramuta Square. Terramuta. It's not Terramuta. Terramuta Square. Our buddy Nick has got his build actually almost finished. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is finished, but he hasn't posted all of the photos of it yet. I got to see some of the photos. Pretty dope looking. He went through and did a whole bunch of really nice paint work. He actually works at a paint shop, so he has access to some really awesome tools and automotive paint and all that type of stuff to actually make this happen. But he put this build together for Be Quiet and AMD, and it really is awesome. So maybe by the next show on Friday, I'll be able to show you what he has actually put together. But actually, on Friday, I got a really awesome guest that's coming on, and I'm sure you've seen his work, but I'm not going to ruin the surprise of who's actually coming on because that would, well, ruin the surprise. But you guys come back. Make sure you come back on Friday, and you get to see who I'm talking about. Next is Oris, which I don't know why I had this particular photo pulled up, but in case you were wondering, this is actually a build that we put together for Oris for CES and PAX. It features it's the View 71, I think. Yeah, the View 71 Thermaltake case that's been custom powder coated green. And it has the Thermaltake RGB, power supply, as well as all sorts of Thermaltake goodies inside of it, including the pump rest combo. That's the D5. It's got two crazy big radiators, the 360 rads, and it also comes with the water force board as well. We're actually working with Oris to see what we can actually do for the next thing that's coming up. And we'll see what we can put together. Obviously, everybody's talking about the next show, whether it be CES or PAX West, which obviously was canceled. Yeah, at least for this year, but maybe next year or something like that. But here's the Hydroris again. Awesome feature that. Oh, that's why I had them up. They are actually talking about their new monitors, which, hate it or love it, they came out with new 1080p 165 hertz, I think is what they are. I'm not sure. We're gonna go and take a look, because to be honest with you, yeah, that's what they are. They're curved 27-inch 1080p VA monitors, which, welcome to 2020. We want something more than that. But what you can do is you can actually go onto the Instagram page and watch them and ask them questions. They're doing a live Q&A this week, today. I think it's today actually at 2 p.m. That's what she said. Yes, it was 2 o'clock this afternoon. They're doing a live Q&A on AMA, Ask Me Anything. Basically Q&A for Oris and their new monitors that just came out. So make sure you are watching the Oris Instagram page, and you'll get a live update of when they are actually live. The other thing that I saw that was kind of neat on the Oris page was that they have this Oris deals, which I thought was like fake. I'm like, well, that sounds hinky, but it's not. It's actually a place where Angela, who is the main social media person for Oris, is actually making sure that you are caught up and up to date with the most and latest and greatest pricing. Um, a lot of the times, the prices what they say on their website might not necessarily say what it is actually on Newegg, and sometimes you can find it cheaper, or sometimes it might be more expensive. But here is where you'll actually be able to find the latest and greatest deals about it. Again, they had their B550 series that just released. Here's the link to to the Oris Newegg shop. You can take a look at it, and see if that suits your fancy. But again, they've got all of the different offers, especially the Canadian offers as well. If you're looking for the 2080 Ti, here's your $100 off for the graphics card from Canada Computers. So not too bad, pretty cool stuff. Um, but that's pretty much it that I got for today. The one other thing I did want to do today is a little brainstorm section here. What I wanted to talk about is I know that we were talking about Iceman stuff last week, and what I wanted to show you is two other products that we had that were samples here. They both say silver. I thought that one was black and one was silver. But regardless, these are actually D5 pump covers, which is kind of neat. Inside here, you've got your screws that will obviously mount to the outside, but it's not too bad. I think it's kind of cool looking. It's like this, well, let's give it a little belly rub here. It's like a I don't know, brushed aluminum, I guess you could say. It's definitely CNC'd out, CNC'd aluminum, and obviously this actually unscrews, which is kind of cool. So you have the actual ring itself, and then you can screw the cover onto it, and then obviously there's your end plate for the cover here. Oh, pop that in there. And that kind of sits on your D5 pump. I don't think I have a D5 pump down here. Otherwise, I'd show you it installed. However, little notches are for your cable to actually go through. So you can actually have your PWM cable or your power cable not actually get all smushed up or anything like that, and route it right through one of the little notches here. Again, one of the cool little pump shroud things that we've been thinking about buying, thinking about carrying. Again, I'm hoping that you guys might be able to give me a little feedback about what you guys think about some of these products. I mean, obviously we get to mess with them and screw around with them and that type of thing, but no, unfortunately, this one, yeah, this one's just going to be silver as well. As you can see, it's just silver. But again, they do have them in black. They have blue, red, and silver. And it's just one other thing that we were thinking about carrying. Again, these are from Iceman Cooler, and if you guys do like them, they're relatively cheap, and they actually look pretty nice too. I would imagine that you'd probably be able to sand these down and paint them, and take a make them look kind of cool if you were doing custom paint or something like that. I'd be interested to see if they fit with my Aqua D5, given the plugs are on the end. I would imagine they probably don't. I imagine that you'd have to use it without the actual the cover on the back there for the Aqua computer ones, especially like if you have the RGB pump. I'm almost 100% sure that's not going to work. So, but yeah, I thought they were pretty decent, pretty cheap little covers here, but that was it. Oh, what's going on there, Mr. Brain Tech? How are you? I was just talking about you not too long ago. This actually is not really a brainstorm. This is more like we're using it. But I wanted to open it with you guys because I thought that these SSDs, the M.2 SSDs, looked really nice. This particular model is obviously the Spectrix S40G for gangsta, obviously. But we're putting this together inside of a new custom build that we're working with, obviously XPG on and Oris and a couple other things. But I thought that it was kind of actually looked pretty neat. Now, obviously, these the cover, and the acrylic lights up and has a it has a digital RGB strip or LEDs. Yeah, the LEDs are actually on the M.2 itself. I don't know if you guys can see that. Come on, focus for me. Yeah, so the LEDs are actually on the M.2 itself. So, but the heatsink is actually part of the acrylic part here, which is kind of neat. And so what we're doing is actually it's going to be like a retro 70s build that's been modernized. So I thought that that would be kind of cool. Um, and be kind of a neat thing to show off and feature in one of the builds that we got coming up. We also have some more products from XPG that I will show you in the next coming show. But that's pretty much about it for today. Again, that's all I really had. There wasn't really that much bad news. Wasn't really that much good news either. But again, it sucks about the whole mixer thing and how people really got shafted with that. It's not cool how they rip the rug out from underneath people like that. Especially some of our sponsorees and stuff like that, that we work directly with and now have to pretty much restart from ground zero. So what are you gonna do? But again, next show, God willing, and the creek don't rise, I actually do have a awesome guest. You will have seen his work, I'm sure. However, you probably never really talked to him, but I have. I actually went over and saw him over the pond, over the water. Actually, we were in the plane for a long time, but that's beside the point. We'll definitely, hopefully, definitely get to talk to him on Friday, and we will have some interesting things to talk about and some interesting upgrades, and we'll get to talk about his mod and everything like that. But you'll have to come back. You'll have to come back and see. Who knows? Maybe you don't know who it is, but I do. So you have to come back and find out. So that is pretty much it. I'm going to check the chat one more time, and then I think we're going to call it for today. Squeeth and my buddy convinced me to try Mixer, so I started today when my 980 when his 980 Ti showed up for my streaming rig. Well, that lasted, what, a whole 10 minutes? And then the next day, boom! They were done with it. And I guess that's not going to happen. Yeah, unfortunately, I think sticking to Twitch is the way to go. I mean, some people are saying, the YouTube gaming and stuff like that. Okay, I get it. But again, when it comes to your reach and the people that you're going to get, Twitch has obviously been around for a while, especially for the live streaming and the live gaming and stuff like that. So I can't imagine that you'll get the same reach on YouTube. But then again, who knows? Maybe you can prove me wrong. I'd love to hear what you guys' feedback is, again, about how your experiences and what you guys are doing, and how we can better, obviously, assist you in any way, shape, or form. But that is it for today. If you guys have any other concerns, complaints, questions, or anything like that, shoot me a message on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any of those. Send me an email. Call me if you have my number. If you don't, well, that's too bad. You'll have to meet me at a show, and then maybe you can get my number. But you probably still won't get it. You'll just message me, because that's what I do. I talk to you guys. So, thanks again for joining us today. We will catch up with you on Friday, so stay safe and stay cool out there.